What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Vic. So I'm just gonna tell you guys real quick my dream life, because if I say it manifests, I'm gonna manifest it, right? So my dream day, I'm gonna tell you my dream day. My dream day would basically be me waking up with no alarm, just waking up naturally, okay, at a very, very high frequency, at a high vibration, because I got a super good night's sleep. I have my own place. It's pretty much like a stone high vibrational mansion that I wake up to, in a crazy high vibrational room. All right, and so I'm waking up and I'm super rested, because every day in this house I'm incredibly rested, because I have learned how to sleep, I have learned how to live, and I have learned how to live at a super high frequency at this point. So I wake up and I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm living my healthiest I've ever been, because I have dropped all negative vices at this point. I no longer drink alcohol. I no longer eat junk food. I no longer eat fried food. I only eat the best of the best. I give my body, which I consider as a Ferrari or Lamborghini engine, top performance food, right? And this is the reason why, because so I wake up, I'll tell you in a little bit, but I wake up and I start to meditate, which for me is writing and reading. Okay, writing and reading put me at an even higher vibrational state. And in the morning, I'm just the most creative. Ideas are just flowing from my mind. I'm just creating infinitely, right? And a lot of these ideas produce me a lot of wealth. Okay, and so I journal, I do my journaling, I do my reading, I gain new knowledge, new insights. The universe continues to speak to me and gives me unlimited knowledge. And so I do that for a couple hours, and around noonish, maybe a little bit before that, I start my work, which is at this point is working with individuals of prestigious positions who are wealthy, who make a lot of money, and they pay me to be like a life coach for them, because what they lack I have, you know. And so I provide a service, and I provide tremendous value to these individuals. On average, I have about 10 clients, and they're online, so I don't have to be any particular place. I could be anywhere in the world, and I do take advantage of that. I do travel, and so I basically live around the world, and you know, I could go to Thailand if I want to. I could go be in Spain. I could be in Mexico. I could be in Colombia. I could be anywhere in the world and be making my money. So I don't have to be in a particular place. I basically work hybrid, or not hybrid, but I mean remote. So basically work online. These are online clients that I have, and so they pay me just from this online consulting. They pay me about $5,000 each a month, sometimes more, depending on what I'm helping them with. And so I make about what I make right now in a year, I make in a month in this life. And that's only in my online consulting business, because I also have my fitness business, I have my supplement business, I have clothing and stuff like that, and I make a little bit of side money off of other things, you know. In total, I make about $1 million plus a year. My goal is to make 7 figures, or actually I'm making 7 figures. And so wealth is not a problem. Money is flowing in. Money is not an issue at all at this point. I have retired both my parents. I've retired. Both my parents, they each own a small home that I purchased for them, paid for. And they don't have to worry about anything. I basically retired both of them, you know. And I help my family a lot, you know. My family's very dear to me, so whenever they have an issue, it's not an issue for me, because I am incredibly abundant, both in mindset, spirit, everything. And this leads me to my next point, that because I'm incredibly abundant, I'm also very abundant with women. I attract elite women. I attract the most beautiful women you could ever imagine. Because, see, the thing with me at this point is that it's not so much about anything physical, and it's not so much anything about anything financial, even though I can afford anything at this point. It's more so my vibration, my frequency, and my energy that is so attractive. At this point, it's that, because I have elevated into a different, completely different human being, almost to the point to where I was a child. I have gone back to the high vibrational state of when I was a kid, and that is incredibly powerful for everybody, because once they become an adult, they tend to repress their inner child, and they stop being as happy and blissful. Whereas me, because I created this lifestyle, except I'm a man now, so imagine the energy, frequency, vibration that I'm producing, that's coming out of my pores, except I am also responsible, structured, disciplined, masculine, confident, up like through the roof, but not arrogant, very humble, and very what's the word, very giving, very honorable, have a lot of integrity, and just an infinite abundance within me, and but also unlimited in my mindset, you know, very open-minded, very unlimited in everything. I don't close off to anything, so I'm just vibrating at a super high frequency. I'm like a super me, you know. I'm not even gonna say Superman, because that's putting external validation on somebody, but I'm super me, you know. I'm super Victor, you know. And so I'm just vibrating incredibly high, and I tend to use a lot of, so I only work about 4 hours a day, and so I only work about 4 hours a day. I have about 3 houses, each with their own huge, nice gym, and with a lot of property, you know. One house has about 5 acres, and then another one's like a stone mansion, and they all have property, and they are in different locations, disclosed, you know. I'm not gonna say the locations, but just know I own property. I also make a little side money from, you know, apartment complexes and stuff like that, real estate. And so I'm just at a very high vibration at this point. You know, I'm very blessed at this point, and I'm just I'm incredibly confident, incredibly like unstoppable, and just very valuable to society and to the world and to the universe. And so I work about 4 hours a day with my clients, and the rest of the time on Sundays I don't work, but I do invest a lot of that day into my own inner work, so that I get recharged for the rest of the week. And I travel a lot, and so what I do with the rest of my time is I'm creating. I am working on different skills that make me even more valuable. So it's like I'm unstoppable when it comes to like learning new skills. I'm a learner, lifelong learner, so I continue to learn mathematics, physics, science, graphic designing, fashion designing, interior designing, construction, like everything. I just learn new skills and become even more valuable and more self-sufficient in that free time. And I attract the most beautiful women. I get to choose which women I want in my life, because they all come to me at this point. You know, they look for me, they message me, they do this. It's the other way around, because I am a king in my world, you know, and they treat me as such. And these are the most beautiful women you could ever imagine. Like, the Victor that I am right now has no idea of how many and how beautiful the women, and not only beautiful but also very feminine and very submissive to me, and just not even submissive but like attentive and supportive to me, and how helpful they are to me in the new Vic, you know. So that is my life. I do plan to have about 2 or 3 kids, mostly boys. I'll have like 1 baby girl, and yeah, that is my life. That is my perfect life right there. My whole family is good and healthy, and I have motivated them to change some of their ways and become healthier versions of themselves, and even more confident versions of themselves, you know. But I've motivated millions and millions of men and women too, and just people in general, and given them self-confidence and hope, and have stopped them from depression, anxiety, and self-doubt, and have motivated and helped them, you know, become better. So yeah, incredibly high frequency, high vibrational Victor. That is me.